Hey YouTube, Kira, bringing you all an update to my Yu-Gi-Oh! Trade and Sell Binder for August 2020. Wanted to do an update to the trade and sell binders just because a lot has changed in the binders since the last binder update. I got new cards from the Battles of Legend Armageddon and also the new Rise of the Duelists booster pack in the binders, so definitely look forward to those. Also, just was wrapping up a good amount of the trades and sales from the last binder, which is always a hint to me to upload a new one just to show everything that's been traded or sold since then. But we got these 6 binders to go through. The first 3 will be trade and sell like normal, and the last 3 will be sale only. So let's go ahead and get started. If you want to make an offer on any of the cards that you see in any of the binders, you can send me a message on Facebook, Skype, Instagram, or email. I'll have all the contact information in the video description as well, along with my rules and wants when trading or purchasing cards from me. If you follow those, we won't have any problems. If you can't make out any of the cards that you see in the video, like if at one point there's just maybe like a glare, you couldn't tell what rarity the card was, send me a message in the comments. But as for pricings for cards, or if you want to make me an offer, save that for all the contact methods I said beforehand. Just that much easier and a lot more private for all of us as well. But I also need to eventually get around to organizing these binders. I know I have a lot of cards all over the place with them. The last 3 are pretty well organized. It's just the first 3 binders that just have cards mashed in all over the place, because these are the binders normally when I'm trading with people that, I just stick a card in a specific slot, not, caring what type of card it is, just that much easier, so I don't have to keep the card out of the binder with the chance of losing it. But other than that, like I said, with the other binders, the last 3, the sale binders only, they're all grouped according to the type of cards they are. We got some spells. Like I said, there is some sort of order to it, but just kind of disheveled at the moment. Big wants I'm looking for at the moment are still cards from Toon Chaos, Battles of Legend, Armageddon, and also Rise of the Duelists. I'll update the wants list, which will be down in the video description, as well as the rules when trading or purchasing cards from me, like I said, along with all the different contact information also, if you want to make a trade. Just that much easier to follow those rules and wants before actually diving into wanting to make a trade or sale with me. Plenty of people have done it already, and it's a pretty easy process. I've done plenty of binder videos since the beginning. Just that much easier also. Like I said, I got new cards from all the different sets mixed in throughout all the different binders. I didn't really have an order set to them. I just wanted to put them with their proper pricing, just value-wise of the cards to me also, and just that much easier when I could find a free available spot for them as well. But everything is in mint condition, and with the first 3 binders, the trade and sell binders, there could be multiple cards behind some of the slots. Just double check with me if you're looking for a specific number, and I'll get back to you on the amount for each of those as well. So the second binder, like I said, some cards are still all over the place, but I tried my best to keep an order with it. I just need to go through and probably group all the Xyz, all the synchros, all the fusions together, and then it'll be that much easier of a binder organization. Hopefully by next time. I just haven't had that much free time to do so, because when organizing a binder, I'm sure plenty of you know, it definitely does take a good amount of time just for one person to organize it the way they want, having particular cards in it also in the spots you prefer. Other than that, I do also have some deck core skeletons, which I am also trading or selling. If you want to see any of those skeletons, I don't have them in the video. They're all piled up in a bunch of different deck boxes. But if you want to see any of those that I have, I can send photos requesting. Most of the time, I only like to sell those deck cores. I don't really like to trade for them too much. But still, if you're interested in any of those, I've still got a good amount of them. Some of them are in the back of some of these books, but if you want to see more detailed photos of what all comes with those skeletons, you can send me a message with all the contact information, which will be down in the description below, like I said before, for Skype, Instagram, email, or Facebook for all that. I can also, when selling cards, is another important part, which I always forget. I try to remember all the rules. When selling cards, I can do concealed cash, PayPal, Facebook Cash, or Cash App, whichever you prefer as well. But that was more also just for the last 3 binders, since they'll be sale only. And once again, hopefully everyone can see all the cards on all the pages. I don't like to try and go too fast. I like to be at a good pace where everyone can see every single card and not have to worry about having to pause the video, but I also don't like to go too slow and linger on pages also. I got a good amount of number monsters on these pages. This is still the one collection from where I purchased. I don't really like to stick cards in this binder because I want to see just how much I can trade from this collection alone, just to get value from that. Some of the Agent series, other mixed cards. This binder definitely has no organization to all the cards, but compared to the first two binders, I'd say it definitely has a little more noteworthy cards in it also. And I normally don't try to have free blank spots. I just don't have enough new cards to put in for some of these pages. And like I said before, I don't like to put into this book. I like to see just how much I can trade from it. And then because of what I originally sold it for also. There'll also be some dual overload in this set as well. Getting more towards the back, starting here, you'll see some of the dual overload cards. And just like the other binders, there are multiples for all of them on the pages also. As you can see here, some other dual overload as well. If you want to know any of the numbers specifically for any of these cards, when you PM me, I can let you know how many of a specific card, especially if you need like a playset. But I have a cubic skeleton here, a chunk of Lightsworns. If you ask, I probably do have enough to actually complete a deck with enough digging if anyone's interested there. And some traps from dual overload on these pages also. Alright, so those were the trade and sell binders. The last three are going to be sell only. So if you're interested in anything you see in these binders, same contact method, but if you want to purchase any of the cards you see, I can do concealed cash, PayPal, Facebook Cash, or Cash App, whatever is easier for you. I know some people just prefer to purchase cards instead of actually trading for them. It's much faster as well because normally after I make the sale, the card's usually out the next day as well. I don't like to keep them lingering because then it just leads to more confusion once I get the cards out. One less thing to worry about, and then the person can receive them hopefully very quickly. But other than that, more XCs on this page as well. I can remember that looked like an Eternity code card, I had to be sure. That Shark Lancer. But looking for a good amount of cards from some of the newer booster sets, so if you have any of those cards, I've got a couple of the other numbers from Battles of Legend in this book also. Still got one more of the Garden Rose Maiden, Stardust Charge Warrior. But like I said, some of the more noteworthy cards are in these books. The Trishula Fusion, got 3 of the Chimera Tech Mega Fleet from Battles of Legend, Fossil Dragon, Skullgar also. Still got stuff from the Legendary Duelist as well. Some other cards on these pages. And once again, if you want to ask a question, just basically what the rarity of a card is, or what the particular card is, you can use that in the comment section and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. But if you want to make an offer on any of the cards, use Facebook, Skype, Instagram, or email, all the other contact info, just that much easier. I won't be making any offers or responding to any in the actual comment section. So just that much easier for all of us when we're trying to make transactions all together. Tokens on these pages. I have some speed duel stuff left as well, skill cards, but a lot of it slowly been going away. I haven't been picking up speed duel as much, so try to get rid of as much of I can. It was fun at the time, but I just don't play it as often as I used to when it first came out. All right, and that was the first book with all the extra deck monsters mostly. This one has all effect monsters in it. So this is actually an original Gearfried Red Eyes Iron Knight. Same with the Red Eyes Baby Dragons, an ultra rare Blackstone of Legend. These are Danger Jackalopes from Battles of Legend as well. And with playsets, if you see like a playset of a card, more than likely I want to keep it as a playset, so just bear that in mind. Maybe some of the more expensive cards, depending if they go as a group, other than that. But other than that, if you see extra additional cards, I can obviously move the 2 Necrochet because I still have the playset. It just all bears in mind of what I have still remaining for the rest of the book. Sorry if there's a little glare there. Sun's going down at the time I normally like to make this hour. Still got the ultimate rares for the Earthbound Immortals as well. The Kusalu, the Monkey, is the only first edition. The rest are unlimited, but all near mint ultimate rare as well. Some incantations, Predaplants, Condemned Witches. This is a super rare Scrap Golem, super rare drones for Spirals. Some other cards from Legendary Duelist as well. The Infernoble Knight. See, I got that mixed up at first when it said Infernoble Knight and Ignoble Knight. I thought they were the same thing, but then I saw Toon Chaos, and then were completely different cards, which I still think is very, very cool as well. Some White Stones of the Ancients. The top ones are Ultras, the bottoms are Secret. Wind Up Rats, Wind Up Sharks. I got plenty of Desperado Barrel Dragons. Different color foilings as well, if you're interested in any of those. Got 3 Asclepius super rare for Earthbound Immortals as well. Single cards, and as I get more to the back, less play sets for everything also. So more individual cards if you're looking for anything particular, they're all here also. And once again, if you want to make an offer on any of the cards you see in any of the binders, you can message me on Facebook, Instagram, Skype, or email. All the contact information will be down in the video description as well. And these are all foreign Burning Abyss Gold Rares, if anyone's interested in any of those. And the last binder will have, I believe, 2 skeletons, and then the spell and traps as well. But plenty in these books also. Rage with Eyes of Blue. Some Trickstar cards, Secret Rare Polymerization, Secret Dragon Ravine, Secret E-Emergency Calls. Like I said, try not to linger too much. If you see the cards, I got the urgent schedules, but the last 3 binders don't have any cards behind. They're all just single cards, so what you see on these pages is what I have as well. Not keeping anything extra with these last 3. Just want to have the room to fit with those other books. Mimicat rare as well. Secret rare Cosmic Cyclone. Cosmic Hand, I was going to say Toon Hand for a second. But some other cards here. Some of the Fossil Warrior cards. Other stuff from the Legendary Duelist. Some traps. Madolches are a big one. I'm looking for Madolche Salons, if anyone has them. The Ultra Spell that I believe came out in Eternity Code. So if you have those, it'll all be on the wants list though. As we get to the skeletons, I've got some Sky Strikers on these pages, as well as Phantom Knights, Trickstars, what I have left of them, and Harpies. Also, Element Sabers, Super Quantums, if you're looking for any of these. I have a good amount of them. But that is it. So once again, if you saw anything in any of the books and you would like to make an offer, just send me a message on Facebook, Skype, Instagram, or email, and we'll work something out. And until next time, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and Kira Twig out.